and thank you for joining Hiking for Hope. My name is Wes, and we're going to be coming to you every week with a schedule soon to be coming out so you can follow along. We do ask that you follow, share, and like our videos and our content. You can find us on all the social media platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'll go ahead and let my sons introduce themselves to you. They're here with me tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Joseph.
And we are hiking for a cure. We're preparing to hike 8,000 miles across 22 states on 3 major U.S. trails: the Pacific Crest Trail, Continental Divide Trail, and the Appalachian Trail. So a little bit of background about myself and our team. I'm Dad, as everybody calls me here, Wes. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I've been a type 2 diabetic since I was, I believe, 44, 45 years old is when I was first diagnosed. And Tyler here.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyler. Like I said, I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 7, and I'll be showing you guys how I manage my diabetes on trail and representing all the other diabetics on trail.
Hey guys, my name is Joseph. I'm Tyler's older brother. I'm 20 years old. I don't have diabetes, but I help Tyler manage his diabetes while we're on trail and while we are at home.
And they do have a younger sister, Sedona, who's also a type 1 diabetic. She's not here with us today, but you will meet her and she'll be in other podcasts in the future. So today we're going to talk a little bit about hiking for a cure, what that means, and what our mission is moving forward. I'd like to give a shout out to our affiliate partners, which is American Diabetes Association and OHSU Diabetes Health and Research. And also our sponsors, which is Sawyer Water Products and RecPack. And we will also be sharing our other sponsors with you in the future as we move forward. So right now I want to talk a little bit about what diabetes management looks like on trail for both a type 1 and a type 2 diabetic. I'll start off with Tyler. Tyler, how do you manage your diabetes on trail
It's not that different as a lot of people might think from managing at home. I basically wake up, make sure my blood sugar is in range. I'll eat breakfast, drink some coffee, and I'll go about taking insulin.
So pretty much like managing at home, bolusing for your meals and snacks and things of that nature, except for you're on trail.
Right. It's not too much different than just being at home and doing it. So.
I hear a lot of diabetics say that when they exert a lot of energy, their numbers tend to go up, not down.
Yeah. Well, each diabetic varies. Some people go up when they're exercising, some people drop low, some people stay right where they're at. So I seem to drop low when I'm hiking, so just got to keep an eye on that.
Okay, great. Let's talk a little bit so with myself as a type 2, obviously I'm not taking insulin shots or anything of that nature on trail. I do take 500 milligrams of metformin a day, and I also do take a shot of Ozempic once a week, which helps me manage my diabetes, helps me manage my weight. I maintain a good solid weight with the Ozempic. I'm not losing weight, I'm not gaining weight. I'm maintaining right where I should be at about 180, 185. And so as long as I'm utilizing those meds on trail, my numbers are always seem to stay right in sync. I'm not dropping, and I'm not running high either. So that's probably the biggest difference between type 1 and type 2 as far as diabetic management is, it's quite different from a type 1 and a type 2 diabetic. So Joey, obviously you being the older brother, you've had to experience Tyler and Sedona dealing with their diabetes and managing their diabetes on a daily basis. And I know that when, last year before when we were camping, Sedona had a low that was severe low that was DKA. Under 20 and went into DKA, and we had to take her to the hospital and that kind of stuff. So Joey, when we're hiking, as a support person, what are you looking for, watching out for when we're hiking, or
Always try to make sure that Tyler's always got snacks to kind of rely on, fall back on. I'm gonna make sure he's got water. Just try not to stay too far from him in case something does happen.
Yeah, I tend to do the same thing. I'm always watching the way his gait is and things like that, just watching for signs, in case he's going low or
Right.
something of that nature. You've never had a high. It's always been a low so far on trail. So.
Right. That's what's been a lot.
A couple of things I want to share with you guys are some stats that I came up across from ADA, from American Diabetes Association, statistics about diabetes. Overall numbers, prevalence. In 2021, 38.4 million Americans, or 11.6% of the whole population of the U.S. had diabetes. This is in 2021. This 3 years ago.
Right.
Pretty crazy. 2 million Americans have type 1 diabetes, including about 305,000 children and adolescents. Of the 38.4 million adults with diabetes, 29.7 million were diagnosed and 8.7 million were undiagnosed. Prevalent in seniors, yeah, obviously it's higher in seniors than it is in younger demographics, but the percentage of Americans aged 65 and older remains high at 29.2%, or 16.5 million seniors have been diagnosed with diabetes. 1.2 million Americans are diagnosed with diabetes every year. Do you guys know that? 1.2 million
That's crazy.
Americans currently are being diagnosed with diabetes every year. With prediabetes or prediabetics, in 2021, 97.6 million Americans age 18 and older had prediabetes. Those numbers are getting just worse and worse every year. And, you can't deny the fact that a lot of that is probably based on two factors, in my opinion anyway, which is diet and exercise.
Right, when it comes to the type 2s.
Yeah, especially the type 2s. The food that we're eating and the lack of exercise that we're getting, whether it's from, working tons of hours at work and you don't have time to get out and, work out or walk or do any of that stuff. Some other stats that jumped out at me were 13.6% of American Indians have diabetes. 12% of non-Hispanic black adults. So 12% of black adults have diabetes. 11.7% of Hispanic adults, 9.1% of Asian Americans, and 6.9% of non-Hispanic white adults have type 2 or type 1 diabetes. So, 13% of American Indians and 12% of blacks, those are the two highest race categories that see an influx of diabetes. Makes me wonder, can genetics have something to do with type 2? I know it does with type 1, but, with type 2 diabetes is my question. $412.9 billion in 2023. These numbers were updated November of 2023. $412.9 billion total cost of diagnosed diabetes in the United States. $306.6 billion was for direct medical costs. $306 billion were related to medical costs for diabetes. After adjusting for population, age, and sex differences, average medical expenditures among people with diagnosed diabetes were 2.5 times higher than what expenditures would be in the absence of diabetes. So 2.5 times, the cost was 2.5 times greater for diabetics versus non-diabetics in medical expenditures.
Wow.
That's just crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And you can find all these stats and more information about this on the American Diabetes Association website at americandiabetessassociation.com. So, talk a little bit about Hiking for a Cure. Hiking for a Cure was developed back in actually 2018 when I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail for diabetes awareness. And at that time, I partnered and was affiliated with Junior Diabetes Research Foundation. So March 1st of 2025, Joseph, Tyler, and myself will be embarking on an 8,000-mile trek across 22 states in the wilderness area to represent diabetics worldwide and help spread the awareness and educate people about diabetes, both type 1 and type 2, and help to raise funds for additional research. So what do you guys think about this hike coming up? 8,000 miles.
I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a hell of an experience. It's going to be hard and rough, but it's definitely going to be a blast. You get to see lots of different scenes and just have a crazy adventure that we will never forget for the rest of our lives.
I'm on the same page as you, Tyler. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a life-changing experience. I'm excited to be a part of the team and support my dad and my brother with their diabetes as we walk this amazing hike.
So yeah, this is going to be an exciting trek. We are going to be recording this trek, all three trails. Again, the Pacific Crest Trail, Appalachian Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. So yeah, this is going to be a really exciting trek. Again, we leave March 1st, 2025 from Campo at the California-Mexico border. There'll be a send-off for us with our sponsors and our followers as we step foot on trail. We will be trying to complete the 8,000-mile trek in a whopping 12-month period. So we hope that you follow, share, stay tuned each week as we prepare for this hike, and we discuss not only diabetes management and the hike, but also we'll be reviewing hiking gear and discussing other trails around the country that we would like to hike on. And we'll have some additional guests that will be coming on board with us from our sponsorships and our affiliates. So stay tuned. We appreciate you again following and liking Hiking for Hope. To find out more information, you can go to our website at www.hikingforacure.net. We appreciate you folks following, and we'll talk to you next week. Have a good night.
You guys have a good one.